I only got 4 hours of sleep last night, so waking up this morning was extremely difficult, but we are up now and I'm ready to invest a whole nother day into myself. Shift complete, clips edited and posted. Now I'm gonna go hit back and then I'm gonna share some value.
Everybody rock with me because I'm up now. Took your girl and I'm scored like I made the touchdown. Swerving in a Lambo, doors go up, not on the bus now. Used to want a G-Shock, now I'm walking with a bust down. Pull up and I'm flooded with a iced out watch. With it look like butter, baby, peek and drop. Peek and drop, with that foe, it's on drop.
I want you to imagine your life if you actually locked in on your goals. Imagine if you consistently dedicate yourself towards improving for 2 to 3 months, what your life would look like, the type of person you would become. And if you don't have any goals, that's all right. Go ahead and set them, but don't set them here. Don't even set them here. Set them all the way up there, because if you set them all the way up there, you probably aren't going to achieve it, but you're going to achieve way higher than if you set it right here, because if you set it right here, at the most, you'll reach right here. So set unrealistically high standards, unrealistically high goals, and then become delusional. Believe that you can actually achieve it, because you'd be so surprised on how much you can actually accomplish. And it all starts with action. I talk about it all the time. You must take action. And I don't want to sound like a broken record player, but there is a reason why I say it, because nothing happens without action. And take action even when you think it won't benefit the situation, whenever it seems pointless. I'm gonna give you a great analogy that I just heard from a tape video. If you want it to rain, do a rain dance, and it's probably not gonna make clouds come out and make it rain. But if you do a rain dance, if you take action, then maybe a tribe far away sees you doing a rain dance, notices you need water, and then comes to you and supplies the water that you wanted. And that simply wouldn't happen if you didn't take action. I'm gonna give you another great analogy. Whenever you go for a PR in the gym and you fail, it wasn't for nothing, because although you didn't reach that max, you still become stronger than before you even tried. That effort was not for nothing. So set your goals, believe in yourself, and take action. Do that every single day, and you'll be surprised how much your life enhances. The quote of the day is, "Pray that success will not come any faster than you are able to endure it." Albert Hubbard. And the question of the day is, reflect on a historical figure you admire and their contributions to society. And I put, although that I don't know too much about him, I'm going to say Marcus Aurelius, who, if you don't know, is the father of Stoicism. I said I am grateful for Stoicism and to see how cool somebody can be after 1,850 years. I really like the North Wind and the Sun fable. Persuasion is better than force. And for the vocab word of the day, vor comes from the Latin verb vorare, which means to eat. And the ending ivorous shows up in words that refer to eaters of certain kinds of food. Here are 3 that I didn't know before. Frugivorous is for fruit eating, granivorous is for grain eating, and graminivorous, I think I said that right, is for grass eating. And it says those aren't too rare, but you won't run across a phytosuccivorous, which is for plant sap eating. And obviously you have carnivorous, herbivorous. And a fun fact is that most bears normally eat far more vegetation than meat. And I think it's fascinating that there are animals like rhinoceroses and elephants who are so powerful and strong that they could be carnivores if they wanted to, but they naturally are herbivores. Then there's also insectivorous, which is feeding on insects, and voracious, which is having a huge appetite. And that appetite doesn't have to be for food. You could be a voracious reader. If you're not chasing your dreams, what are you doing? I need to be extremely honest. I was doing pretty good on time today, and then whenever I went to edit the 360 footage, and there was a problem. Every time I would go to edit it, it would just be too much. It was an hour and 30 minutes of content, and it would just crash. It would exit out of the app, and I tried multiple times, like 6 times, and then I just accepted that it wasn't gonna work, and I honestly was okay with that, because that means I get to save a lot of time editing. Except I didn't save that time. I self-sabotaged myself, and I wasted that time. I wasted like I wasted like 2 hours like scrolling. Oh my, I just icked myself out. I just cringed. I just freaking despised myself for a second, because I self-sabotage myself. I hate whenever I do this and I don't understand it fully. And I've gotten so much better. Whenever I have a deadline, I am extremely productive. Like if I have work tomorrow, which I don't, and that's why I self-sabotage myself, because I don't have a deadline. I can stay up, I can waste time. But whenever I have work the next day at 6 a.m., I'm not gonna stay up till 11:21 p.m. Actually, I do that, but I'm not gonna stay up past 1. I could have been done like 2 hours ago. And letting that sink in really sucks because I need to be better. I don't know why it took me so long to snap out of the self-sabotage, but I'm so glad that I finally did. And I committed to editing this video until it was complete, and I'm finally exporting it, and it's so relieving. But man, it could have been so much sooner, and I could have went to sleep so much earlier, and I would have had such an earlier day tomorrow, a day off where I can grind even more on my personal projects, on my side goals. But that time is in the past. All I can do is learn from it. So let's go ahead and utilize the time ahead by completing the routine. I can't tell you how ready I am for this. Level 29, streak of 29, and we are up 1 subscriber and just another day invested into ourselves. I am so excited for tomorrow because I have the day off and I'm gonna take a token day so I can work on some other stuff. But the grind does continue. If you watched to the end, I very much appreciate it. Go ahead and comment. I will persist until I succeed, so I know you watched to the very end. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, stay sedulous.